Hello friends, good morning. We all are facing very crucial time due to COVID-19, but study must go on with safety and care. Let me introduce myself first. I am Bhavesh Atodaria from Sri Vasisht Vidyalaya Wow Kamraj. I am teaching English. Today I will discuss the first poem from the book Flamingo, that is My Mother at 66, written by Kamala Das. Kamala Das, who is very famous for capturing complexities of human life, human relationships. She is recognized as one of the most prominent poets of India. Her works are known for their originality, versatility, and the indigenous flavor of life. Here, in this poem, she discusses about the bonding and the relationship, the strong relationship of a daughter and mother. This is her real experience she has shared here. In this poem, she describes the pain of the losing mother and due to that harsh reality that no one can escape from, that is death. Now, central idea of the poem. Aging is an important phase of human life. A person enters his childhood, experiences youth when he is full of energy, dreams, and to have luxury of life, and finally, he approaches his old age and encounters death. Relationship between people become stronger at every aspect of life, and it can't be a separation. It can't be a separation due to aging. But here, in this poem, poet discusses the relationship of her mother, and it is her personal experience. As I said, she brings out a common paradox of human life relationship and portrays sensational separation of a mother and a daughter. She has been able to capture all the emotions that a daughter and a mother has, and that is filled with all the love and sadness both. It is the contradictory that has been shown here. Here, she has captured emotions like the bidding farewell to her beloved mother, and she knows that she is going to die. So this is the last meeting with her poem. But what happens? Sometimes we do feel deep sympathy for our loved one, but we fail to express in proper manner. Before begin with the poem, let's start brief discussion about the summary. One last Friday morning, the poet was driving to the Kochi airport with her mother. Her mother was sitting beside her in the car, and she suddenly looked at her mother. And what did she found? Her mother was dozing off with her mouth wide open, and in that she found that sadness, pain of losing her mother, because she looked near to her death. She looked like a dead body, corpse, and that is very painful. And to divert this, she looked outside the window. Her mother is not going to live long. That thought disturbed her a lot, and to remove this thought, to divert her mind, she looked outside the window, and she saw that trees are sprinting very fast from outside, and children spilling on the ground. On this, both the things shows reality, energy, life, full of joy, because they seem to sit in the car and trees are moving outside. Same way, children are playing on the ground. This both shows vitality of life, energy of life. But the contrary to each, her mother was sitting beside her, who is near to her death with her mouth wide open, looks very pale and diverted, near to death. After reaching airport, she completed the formality of security check, and her mother was there waiting. Her mother was standing outside the waiting area, few yards away. After security check, she looked at her mother again. Her face was very pale. Here, poet compares her mother's face with a winter's moon. She felt that, oh, her face looks so much old and just look like a moon in winter. A foggy atmosphere just gives the dull moon, not shine on moon, not shine on face of her mother. She found, see the comparison done by her. Here she felt the childhood fear of losing her mother when she could not hold the hand properly and somewhere she would be lost. She is feeling the same here, but here she could not do anything. Why? just because here the aging could not be stopped. She could not hold the aging like the hand of her mother. And just here, what did she do? She continued to smile to her mother. She concealed, she hid her all the emotions of being separated from mother, having a last meeting with her mother, and she kept smiling. All the emotions were concealed from the mother. She spoke no word to her mother from there, and just she said that, "See you soon, Amma," and said goodbye to her with a hope to see her again. This hope she knew that she was giving to her mother and not to anyone, because she knows very well that aging could not be stopped, though we tried a lot to. Though we tried a lot to. Now, let us see the poem. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, those open mouth, her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain. See, friends, what poet says in this stanza? She says that when she was going once to her mother home in Cochin, it was a Friday. When she was driving back to airport, her mother was sitting beside her at the back of the car seat. And poet looked at her mother, and whatever the thought process went in her mind, that has explained here very well by the poet. She saw that her mother was sleeping and her mouth was wide open. She further explained that the color of her mother's face was like that of ashes. What does it mean? It means that there was smoky appearance on her face. She is about to die. She looks like a dead body, and this disturbed her mind at all, because this is the bonding. One day we all are going to die, but the thought of the death, that disturbed her a lot. Let's go further. That she was as old as she looked, but soon put that thought away and look out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. She tried to divert her mind. She tried to see that, let me see outside so that I can see something else. But she realized that her mother had grown old. Old that she can never go much beyond that. She felt pain for her. But soon she tried to get rid of that sad thought by diverting her mind and her thought. So outside, what did she find? She find that trees are sprinting outside. It looks like they are sitting somewhere and trees are moving very fast. These young trees are very much stagnant, but still it shows that they are running very fast, and they are, poet and her mother are sitting somewhere. She also saw children running outside their houses. What does it show? It shows that when the children are running outside in the ground, these all were full of life and energy, which reminded her childhood time also. But whatever the situation is, totally contrast what she is there. It is totally contrary to her mother sitting next to her. And here she loses the faith, the feeling, and what all the times she has throughout her mother. And sadness is there on her face. But she did not allow her mother to realize her mother is sleeping and there. Next. But after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, I look again at her van, pale as a late winter's moon, and felt that old familiar ache, my childhood fear. But all I said was, "See you soon, Amma." All I did was smile and smile and smile. This is what she did, but in real sense. The poet continues that when she reached airport, she finished all the security check and stood a very few yards away from her mother. She noticed her mother's aging face, which she looked very dull, weak, and full of pain. and it was totally pale. But the poet compares her mother here with the late winter's moon, as the moon in winter is not shining. And why? Due to cloudy atmosphere, foggy atmosphere, and even her mother's face has also lost that shine, that glow. And as her mother was getting older and weak, she is near to her death. The poet feels the fear of separation just as she used to feel during her childhood. As a child, when we are with our parents outside and when we hold the hand tightly, finger tightly, we feel very safe. But when we are not with parents, we are feeling of lost. But now, as a child, she could not bear the pain of separation from her mother. Same fear is there. Now, as her mother has grown old and about to die, the poet feels that maybe this is the last time that she is seeing her mother. She tries to hide her fear. She then says that she would soon see her mother again. She says so because she does not want to lose her mother, and she gave a kind of hope to her mother that, mother, see you soon, because mother also knows that what will happen next, she was also not sure.